Why is Ryan Reynolds saying that raising his daughters was easy, while their son Olin is like a tiny wrecking ball? From the moment he stepped onto Late Night with Seth Meyers on October 9th, Reynolds painted a picture so vivid, it feels like we were peeking into their living room. A house once calm, now tinged with delightful chaos. He launched into it. The Girls, just so easy. That, he claimed, was life before Olin. He described how their home had been peaceful, predictable, void of anything violent, anything creepy. Then Olin arrived, and Reynolds joked the little boy came out with 3 things on his mind: violence, breasts, and engines. The shift was abrupt, he said, a seismic tremor in a house built for calm. He went on. The boy has got to break everything. He admitted to feeling like he's now in direct competition with this energetic toddler, grappling with smashed toys, toppled furniture, and unpredictable mischief. If Olin had been their first child, Reynolds mused dryly, he and Blake might never have done this 4-kid thing. If I had 3 boys at first, there's no way I would give myself a punching vasectomy. Humor, of course, underpins it, but there's a raw truth too, the unpredictability and physical relentlessness a little boy can bring. But Reynolds isn't writing off boys. He's simply contrasting the way parenting has changed. He recalls growing up as the youngest of 4 boys himself, as the target for raucous roughhousing. He remembers learning to patch drywall at age 8, spackling, sanding, painting before his dad came home, hiding evidence of damage his older brothers and he may have caused. He evokes that memory to bridge past and present, chaotic boys, mess, destruction, and a mother who bore it all. Now, he says, he feels that weight from the other side. To understand the full picture, you have to lean into Blake Lively's voice too. She's spoken of feeling chaos at all times, of how her son greets her with, "Mama, my love," a sweetness in direct contrast to the energetic havoc he wreaks. She once joked that she dresses every day like a middle school girl, hoping he'll say something. With the girls, she's described them as fierce, witty, a blend of ambition and mischief. One daughter, likely Betty, she likened to a mix of Napoleon Bonaparte and Jennifer Lawrence, commanding, funny, destined for leadership. Public reaction to Reynolds' comments has been a mix of delight and critique. Many fans have praised his honesty, calling him relatable. After all, many parents talk about how daughters and sons can feel like different challenges. Others, though, have flagged that his remarks flirt dangerously with stereotype. Boys break, girls are easy? Some commenters caution against painting with broad gender brushes. Yet even critics concede Reynolds exaggerates for comedic effect, but there's real truth in what he's experiencing. To be fair, Reynolds has always embraced being a girl dad. Given that he comes from an all-boy family himself, having 3 daughters was, by his own admission, unexpected and full of magic. But in past interviews, he's acknowledged that daughters come with their own puzzles. He once said they're like little Rubik's Cubes you never quite solve. Empathy, gratitude, emotional intelligence, those are the landmarks he hopes his children will carry into adulthood regardless of gender. Let's pause and trace the timeline. Reynolds and Lively married September 9th, 2012. Their daughters, James, born December 2014, Inez, September 2016, Betty, October 2019, all girls, all growing up under their parents' public but careful gaze. Then, in February 2023, they welcomed their first son, Olin. The dynamic shifted. What had been a household with routines, story times, and girl-driven interests now included a toddler driven by action, noise, exploration, destruction, creation, and more energy than one could reasonably plan for. When Reynolds jokes that he's now in direct competition with Olin, he's not just being funny. He's admitting to the challenge of proving as a father that he can keep up, that he can guide, that he can protect. And when he wonders if he'd have fewer kids if Olin arrived first, that's a rare moment of vulnerability in the celebrity parenting narrative, acknowledging that children, even those you deeply love, change everything. Beyond the jokes and the hyperbole, what's emerging is a portrait of parenthood that defies simple binaries. Girls are not always calm, boys not always wild. Personalities differ, but structure, boundaries, emotional intelligence, those become the fulcrum. Reynolds and Lively are trying to balance it all. They're wrestling with expectations, with public scrutiny, with their own family histories, and with a toddler who doesn't care about patterns or prior experience. As their lives evolve, viewers will watch how Olin grows, whether he channels that energy into invention, performance, leadership, or simply more mischief. But even in this moment, the narrative feels honest. The father confessing the struggle, the mother smiling through chaos, the siblings adjusting, and the public leaning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.